I'll go over with you how we do our lifelines. We start off with a main line that's about a 1/2 inch diameter. It's double braid polyester, and it's about 8,300 pound test on the breaking strength. You can pick them up at REI. You can several places online. You can get it. I happen to get this at the Buckarama down in Perry from one of the vendors there. Real good guy, a lot of information there. So what we generally start with is a rope that's about 10 feet longer than the stand is high. So if you're setting stands at 20 foot, you want at least a 30-foot rope, maybe a 35-foot rope. And that's just because tying your knots and tying it up above the stand height is going to eat up that extra 10 feet pretty easily. So start off with about a 2-foot section at the end of the rope, and I'll just loop it around and then around again and back through the loop that I just made. So I'm coming around and then back through, and I'll show you a cutaway of that. And once you pull that down and dress that knot down, it's not going to go anywhere, and now you've got a loop tied in the end of your rope. I'm going to fasten that around the tree, pull it down tight by the ladder sticks, and we'll go from there. All right, once we get that main line in place and it's running down on our ladder stick side, what I'm going to do is I've got another piece of accessory cord here. This is a 3/8 diameter cord that is over 3,000 pounds breaking strength, and that's what we're going to tie our Prusik knot with. Now I start off with a piece that's between 48 and 52 inches, so pretty much around 50 inches is a good spot for me. Again, I've got a close-up of the knot being tied here. There's a double fisherman's knot, so just wrap it. Once I make a loop with the rope, I'll wrap it around, cross over itself, and then back through, pulling an inch or two tag end out, and then I'll just dress that knot down. Now the other end, I'll tie the exact opposite to it. Again, pulling it back through there with about a 2-inch tag on it, dress the knot down, and then when you pull your knot, they go together, they lock in, they're not moving at all. So that's a double fisherman's knot to make up your Prusik. Now to make the Prusik knot, I go behind the main line and then just wrap the knot through this little hole right here. So wrap it 3 times, and then just pull it down nice and tight. Now this knot is really here for you to hook into. You hook your carabiner into there. It slides up and down the main line, but if you go to fall, it bites in and it won't let that knot slide. You come up off of it with the pressure, and the knot will slide up and down. So it's very important when you're descending not to have your hand on this knot. If you fall and you're pulling on it, it's just going to slide. So as you're coming down, you stop, slide your knot, and then descend some more. Stop, slide your knot, and descend some more. So that's pretty much it on how we do it. I've been able to make these lifelines for our stands for around $20 a set. So if you're hunting out of a lock-on, you really need to have these. They can also be used out of ladders, and if you're using a climber, you can still use a cincher around the tree as you climb, and a full body harness so that you're connected. You can buy those tree straps, or you can use a shorter version of this to make a tether for yourself so you can be attached to the tree. But these are really easy to do, simple. Just takes a few minutes to install them whenever you're doing your stands. You do have to watch out for the squirrels chewing on them, so I don't leave them out year round. I just leave them out during the season. So please get out there and use these things.